Have you ever gazed at a starry night, your mind filled with questions about the vastness of the cosmos? In that moment, you tap into a fundamental human drive, the quest for understanding, for mastery. We yearn to decipher the universe's secrets, just as we strive to conquer a challenging musical piece or master a complex scientific concept. This pursuit of excellence, this relentless desire to improve, lies at the heart of what it means to be human. But how do we cultivate this practicing mind? How do we transform mundane repetition into an engaging journey of self-improvement? Think about a musician lost in the melody, fingers dancing across the keys, or an athlete pushing physical limits, striving for that perfect movement. What sets them apart? It's not just talent or ambition, it's their ability to be fully present in the moment, to be one with the process. They understand that every repetition, every swing of the bat or stroke of the brush is not just a step towards a goal, but a universe in itself filled with opportunities for learning and growth. This is the essence of the practicing mind. The practicing mind is not just a self-help book. It's a roadmap to a more fulfilling and meaningful life. It provides practical techniques for cultivating mindfulness, focus, and discipline in every aspect of our lives. Join me as we embark on this journey of discovery, and together let's unlock the secrets to mastering not just our chosen crafts, but the art of living itself. Imagine you're gazing at a distant galaxy through a telescope. The light from that galaxy, traveling at unimaginable speeds, has taken millions, even billions of years to reach your eye. You're not just observing a celestial object, you're peering back in time, witnessing a snapshot of the universe's evolution. In the same way, when we embark on a journey of mastery, we're not just aiming for a future destination, we're shaping the very fabric of our being in the present moment. This brings us to a fundamental paradox of progress. Our obsession with the end goal often blinds us to the beauty and value of the journey itself. The practicing mind encourages us to shift our perspective, to find joy not just in achieving our goals, but in the striving, the learning, the continual process of becoming. Stirner argues that our tendency to focus solely on the end product leads to frustration, anxiety, and a diminished sense of accomplishment. When we place all our emphasis on the outcome, we become enslaved by the fear of failure, constantly judging ourselves against an arbitrary standard of perfection. The antidote, Stirner suggests, is to cultivate a practicing mind, a state of mind characterized by present moment awareness, non-judgmental observation, and a deep appreciation for the process of learning and growth. This involves shifting our attention away from the future goal and grounding ourselves in the present moment. It's about recognizing that true mastery is not a destination, but a journey, and that the joy of achievement is amplified when we learn to appreciate the beauty of the path itself. The concept of the now might seem abstract, even esoteric, but in the context of the practicing mind, it becomes a practical tool for self-improvement. When we train our minds to be fully present in the current moment, we free ourselves from the shackles of past regrets and future anxieties. We become more aware of our thoughts, feelings, and sensations, and we develop a greater capacity for focus, discipline, and enjoyment in whatever we choose to do. By letting go of our attachment to the end product, we paradoxically become more effective in achieving our goals. Imagine a jazz musician, eyes closed, lost in the music. His fingers dance across the keys, effortlessly navigating complex chords and intricate melodies. He's not thinking about the notes, he's feeling them, his entire being pulsating with the rhythm of the music. This, my friends, is the power of focus, the ability to silence the noise of the world and tap into the pure essence of the present moment. In the realm of the practicing mind, focus is not a rigid, forced state of concentration. It's more like a gentle current, guiding our attention back to the task at hand whenever our minds wander. Just as a surfer rides the waves, effortlessly gliding over the water's surface, so too can we learn to ride the waves of our own attention. The human mind, as any meditator will tell you, is a restless thing. It jumps from one thought to another, like a monkey swinging through the jungle canopy. This incessant mental chatter, Stirner argues, is one of the biggest obstacles to developing a practicing mind. So how do we tame this monkey mind, as it's often called, and cultivate a state of focused attention? Stirner offers several practical techniques, all rooted in the principles of mindfulness and present moment awareness. One technique is to simply observe our thoughts without judgment. Instead of getting caught up in the content of our thoughts, we can learn to witness them as passing clouds in the sky, coming and going without leaving a trace. Have you ever been so engrossed in an activity that time seems to disappear? You're completely absorbed in the moment, your mind and body working in perfect harmony. This, my friends, is the flow state, a state of optimal experience characterized by intense focus, effortless concentration, and a deep sense of satisfaction. Athletes call it being in the zone. Musicians call it finding the groove. Whatever you call it, the flow state is a state of peak performance, where we tap into our full potential and experience a profound sense of joy and fulfillment. Stirner argues that the flow state is not something that happens to us by chance. It's a skill that can be cultivated through practice. Consider the vastness of space filled with galaxies evolving over billions of years. Stars are born, they burn bright, they fade and sometimes explode, only to seed the cosmos with the building blocks of new stars, new planets, new possibilities. The universe operates on a timescale that dwarfs our own, reminding us that patience is not just a virtue, but a fundamental law of nature. Just as a gardener patiently tends to their seedlings, nurturing them with water, sunlight, and time, so too must we approach our own growth with patience and perseverance. Mastery, like the blossoming of a flower or the ripening of fruit, unfolds at its own pace. Stirner emphasizes that patience, in the context of developing a practicing mind, is not about passive waiting or resigned acceptance of slow progress. It's about embracing the natural rhythm of growth, recognizing that setbacks and plateaus are not failures, but integral parts of the journey. Discipline, often perceived as a rigid and unyielding taskmaster, takes on a new meaning within the framework of the practicing mind. It's not about forcing ourselves to do things we hate, but about cultivating a deep inner motivation that fuels our actions. Think of the discipline of a master sculptor, meticulously chipping away at a block of stone, each strike of the hammer driven by a clear vision of the masterpiece within. Stirner suggests that true discipline arises from a place of passion and purpose. When we are deeply engaged in an activity that resonates with our values and aspirations, the effort required feels less like a chore and more like a privilege. Focus through the lens of curiosity. Focus in the context of the practicing mind is not about laser-like concentration that blocks out the world. It's about cultivating a quality of attention that is at once relaxed and alert, expansive yet directed. Imagine a child captivated by a butterfly, their eyes wide with wonder, their attention fully absorbed in the delicate dance of wings and the vibrant colors. Stirner suggests that we can enhance our focus by approaching our practice with a sense of curiosity, a spirit of exploration. When we view our practice as an opportunity to discover something new, to delve deeper into the intricacies of our craft, our attention naturally sharpens. Think about a scientist conducting an experiment. They approach their work with a sense of wonder, a desire to understand how things work, to uncover hidden patterns and relationships. This curiosity fuels their focus, propelling them forward even when faced with unexpected results or seemingly insurmountable obstacles. By cultivating this spirit of inquiry in our own practice, we transform mundane repetition into a fascinating journey of discovery. We begin to notice subtle nuances, to appreciate the interconnectedness of things, and to find joy in the process of continual learning and growth. Focus then becomes not a burden, but a doorway to a richer, more engaging experience of the present moment. The goal-oriented trap. We often fall into the trap of goal-oriented thinking, fixating on the end result, the promotion, the championship, the standing ovation, believing happiness will magically materialize. But the universe operates on its own timescale. Our goals are tiny specks against the vast cosmic canvas. Imagine a rocket ship blasting off towards a distant planet. The initial thrust consumes immense energy, but once on trajectory, it coasts, making small adjustments. Similarly, our initial efforts require significant energy and focus. But if we remain fixated on the endpoint, we risk losing sight of the journey itself. We become trapped by our own goals, neglecting the richness and complexity of the journey itself. Section 2, the process-oriented path. The practicing mind offers a powerful alternative to the goal-oriented trap. Process-oriented thinking. Focus on the journey, not the destination. Find joy in daily actions and growth. Think of a marathon runner. They train gradually, focusing on each stride and breath. The marathon is the culmination of dedicated practice. Process-oriented thinking is about joy in doing and continual refinement. Show up each day and give your best effort. Embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. Mastery is a journey without end. Section 3. The joy of effortless effort. Paradoxically, by shifting our focus from the end goal to the process itself, we often find that we achieve our goals more effortlessly, more gracefully. When we are fully present in the moment, not distracted by anxieties about the future or regrets about the past, our actions flow more naturally, more effectively. Think of a skilled chef, completely absorbed in the art of preparing a meal. They move with precision and grace, their senses attuned to the subtle aromas, textures and flavors of the ingredients. They are not fixated on the finished dish, but rather on the process of creation, the joy of transforming raw ingredients into a culinary masterpiece. This state of effortless effort, often referred to as flow, arises when we are so deeply engaged in an activity that our sense of self dissolves and time seems to stand still. We become one with the task at hand, our actions flowing effortlessly, guided by an intuitive wisdom that transcends conscious thought. This is not to say that effortless effort means the absence of effort altogether. Mastery in any field requires discipline, dedication, and a willingness to push beyond our comfort zones. But when we approach our practice with a process-oriented mindset, the effort feels less like a burden and more like a privilege, a joyful exploration of our own potential. The fruits of practice. Imagine a garden bursting with life. Vivid flowers reach for the sun, their petals painted with cosmic colors. Honeybees hum a symphony, hopping from blossom to blossom. This vibrant scene reflects the practicing mind in action. The fruits of practice are not always immediate. Like a gardener nurturing seedlings with water, sunlight, and time, we cultivate mastery through consistent effort. Embracing the process, we notice subtle shifts within ourselves. We become more present, aware of the world and sensations within us. Section 2. A universe within. We often search for answers in the vast expanse of the cosmos, seeking knowledge among the stars, pondering the mysteries of the universe. But what if I told you that the key to unlocking our full potential, to experiencing true fulfillment, lies not in some distant galaxy, but within the depths of our own being? The practicing mind invites us on an inward journey, a voyage of self-discovery that reveals the boundless potential that resides within each of us. It challenges us to shift our focus from the external world of achievements and accolades to the internal landscape of our thoughts, emotions, and aspirations. Just as a single drop of water contains within it the essence of the vast ocean, so too does every moment of practice hold the potential for profound transformation. With each breath, each movement, each act of focused attention, we chip away at the layers of conditioning and self-doubt that obscure our true nature. We begin to see that mastery is not something we chase after, but something we cultivate from within. It's not a destination, but a journey of continuous unfolding, a dance between effort and surrender, a symphony of intention and action. And as we learn to embrace the rhythm of this dance, we tap into a source of creativity, wisdom, and joy that is both boundless and eternally present. Section 3. The Everlasting Journey. The journey of developing a practicing mind is not a linear progression, my friends, but rather an ever-unfolding spiral. There will be moments of effortless flow when we are so absorbed in the present moment that time seems to stand still. And there will be times when we stumble, when distractions pull us away. But even in those moments of struggle, the practicing mind provides a compass, a guiding light. It reminds us to approach ourselves with kindness and compassion. Embrace our imperfections as opportunities for growth. Never underestimate the transformative power of consistent, dedicated effort. The journey of mastery is about savoring each step along the way.